Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Complete accident that I'm wearing red actually, but it's not accident that we have these red, almost you might say cherry coloured nails. Welcome back. Here's a very unsubtle hint as to what this video contains, although it's the wrong bag, but it is the bag that I have, and more on that in a moment. So here we have drop 3 of the Murakami. It's over, almost. So I'll come on to that in a moment. So here we have, I'm going to be optimistic and I'm going to say here we have my first unboxing from Drop 3 of the Louis Vuitton Murakami collaboration, 20th anniversary, relaunch, whatever you want to call it. Cerise's, Cherries. It's not a cherry bag, but we have a cherry item in here. So let's just unbox. For those of you that haven't already subscribed, please do. Costs you nothing, it means a lot to me, more than you probably realise. So, just take the box out of the bag. My essay very kindly, in absence of any Cerise's packaging, very kindly gave me at least a Murakami carrier bag. As good as we could get. Straightforward receipt envelope there, pop that over there, let's get to the good thing. So here we have in not the Cerise's box as pictured in the promotional material on the website. Bog standard, very nice standard, but bog standard Louis Vuitton packaging here. We have, as you can see, got still the new box. So that obviously is here to stay. Oh, now the sun comes out. I'm filming in natural daylight. Hopefully this will give you a feel of what the item actually looks like in real life, because I've got an item over there. As you can see, petal is there. There's quite a difference in the technology used for Cerise's versus the other items, the multicolour or the cherry blossom. But let's just show you what I got. Those of you that know me, those of you that are regulars here, those of you that follow me elsewhere will know what's in here. But obviously there's no tissue paper. I mean, God, we didn't even get a carrier bag. We're not going to expect tissue paper. Not my essay's fault. She's absolutely lovely and really does her best for me. So it's not her fault, it is what it is. But the main thing is what's inside this. Let's flick her open. I'm just getting her out. Let's just get her out. So, oh, it's all a bit of a, that's a complete pickle, that is how that's come out. So, come on, straighten yourself out. But to be fair, that is coming off. This is what I got. Oh, she looks so cute on camera as well. I got the Speedy 20 in the Cerise's. Why did I get this beauty? Look at her. Why did I get this beauty? I got this beauty because I have a, from when they did the relaunch, the Monogram Nano Speedy. It's one of my most used bags. I love it. However, sometimes I do think, oh, a little bit more space would be nice. So I was very keen on getting a canvas Speedy 20, and my intent was to get it in the Demier Ebene, because I was like, I had enough monogram, and I really like Demier Ebene print, and I've got a mini pochette that would look amazing with the Demier Ebene, because it's got a Demier Ebene Christmas Animations one. So I thought, great. But then the Murakami happened. We know the Murakami monster in me has come out to play, and it's played very well. So we went with this. It was almost like then, I say killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So here we have her in all her glory. I'm going to take this is driving me mad, this tag, so we're going to take her off. I picked this up in store yesterday, which was Thursday the 22nd of May. Here is the SKU, or the product code, if you would like to see. There you go. So that's M13094. Pop that over there. Get lost. Don't know why, it's not like I need it. So this is the bag. Comes with two very, very nice zips. You can see this is the really nice shiny gold hardware, and these are the slightly oversized zips compared to like older Louis Vuitton items. I don't know what the standard ones are like. It's not, I don't think it's a monogram specific, Murakami specific thing. This has got to go. So this is a bow. It's got some sticker on it still. This is basically like the, you know, clochette. It's all very, very stiff. It's very, very stiff, and I think that's why it's sitting at a bit of a quirky angle. But I actually think, let me know what you think in the comments box below. I actually think that the bow is a bit too fussy for a Speedy. I think a Speedy looks better without a bow. I think it looks really nice on my Alma, my multicolour Alma, but I'm not liking it on this. I'm just going to take it off now because it's not sitting nicely. So let's just pop that over there. I'll keep it. I don't know why, but I'll keep it. You never know. I may change my mind, or maybe I'll double bow the Alma. No, I won't. But right. So now we have. Yes, you can see this is the back because the monogram is. That's the easiest place to see. Upside down. This is the front. We then have the zips, and then inside we have a strap. More on that in a moment. That's some interest. A little bit of packaging. The usual materials card, which says the exterior is coated fabric, the interior is synthetic textile, and the trim is vachetta leather. Pop that over there with the other paperwork. And then we have this gorgeous red interior. Now this is not microfiber. It is just like this thick cotton. I'm not sure how I feel about that or not. It wouldn't have hurt them to have done nice posh microfiber given the price of this. There we have the Murakami anniversary sticker, and maybe you can see that mine was made in France. Oh, it's not a sticker, it's a template. And then we have this little slip pocket here, which is easily big enough for like a couple of cards. It may even take like a card holder. We'll try that out later, shall we? I'll pop a couple of items in just to show you, actually, that just items that I've got, everyday items that are in my Noe trunk in the reverse monogram over there. That's a lovely bag. So yeah, it's untreated, so you can see it's really quite pale. The strap. So the strap is, again, a plain vachetta strap. As you can see, it's not adjustable, so it's removable. The website and the app both stated in the description of this that the strap was removable and adjustable, and also gave minimum and maximum lengths of the strap. I'm wondering if maybe that was an original intent and they didn't update the instruction. My CA, bless her, she did double check. There was another one in the stockroom for a different client, exactly the same as mine. And also, if you look at the photos of the model wearing the bag on the website, you can see that the strap is plain and doesn't have a buckle or anything to show adjustment. So it sounds like it's an error in the description. A bit poor, to be honest, but we're going with it. We know what's happened with Murakami. We know there's been many a debacle. At this point, we dropped 3. We're just going with it. We're going with the flow. We're going without the packaging. We're going with descriptions because actually it's okay. I have other straps and this is okay. I'll show you, I'll do some mod shots, but for me, this is okay. Ideally, I'd have it a smidge shorter, but only a smidge. You can let me know what you think in the comments box below, whether you think it needs to be more than a smidge. But like I say, I have other straps that are adjustable. So you can see a bit of branding there. So it's a nice big chunky clip. And that just goes on either side. So if you had a different strap that was adjustable and shorter, you could obviously wear this as a shoulder bag. You can wear it crossbody with the strap it comes with, or you can detach it, have no strap at all, and have this as a handheld bag, or you can actually have it in the crook of your arm, and that's over a jumper and a watch. So yeah, those are your options, which I think is pretty much everything you need. Hold on one second, I'll get a couple. I'm not going to do a full what fits in my bag, but I just thought I'd give you, grab a few items quickly, and I'll give you a brief indication of what does or doesn't fit. So hold that thought. Okay, I've just randomly grabbed a few items. I'm going to shuffle forward. Excuse the sunlight coming in, it's a bit hit and miss, but like I say, I film in completely natural lighting. There's no ring light or anything, so you've got this au naturel as well. Lucky you. So here is a flat card holder. I was using my reverse one because I was using my reverse bag. I know, I am that person. And yeah, that does go in that way round. That does fit in that slip pocket. So that's pretty handy. It doesn't go that way. It's the slip pocket is basically the exact same size as this, and then you've got the stitching. So this is wider than the slot available, but that's fine. It does just go in that way. It's not going, it's enough clearance between the top and the zip, so it's not going to get in the way. So that fits in easily. We'll just leave it there for now. I've also just grabbed a couple of items. I've grabbed a mini iPad. So this is a mini. Does that go in? Not really, is what I'm going to say. It goes, you can get it in, but it's not really, oh, it's in. It's in and you can zip it, but it's not easy or comfortable, but you can get it in. But what I think is more interesting, well for me, is the Kindle then. That's a tiny bit smaller, yeah. So the Kindle, just trying to show you without dropping everything. The Kindle just fits in there easily, so that is easy. There's not a lot of gap each side, but there is a gap, but that fits in easily and it's not going to get in the way in the zip, and you can still put more items in on top of that. I then have my trusty umbrella. So this is what doesn't fit in the Nano Speedy. I mean, it's not made for that. Happens that it's red, so that goes in well. So that's just slotted in easily. I then have this, which has got, I've used for some makeup pieces. Now, yes, it's Damier Ben and not, it's Christmas animations from a few years ago. It's Damier Ben, not monogram, but it does have a little red car, so it goes well enough. That slots in, again, easily. It's just sat on top of the, I'll show you, it's just sat on top of the umbrella. And then I have a pair of, I'll show you, shall I? I have a pair of sunglasses with extra clips on because of my stupidly small head, and they fall down my face otherwise. And they're a bit grubby, sorry, I've been wearing them. But yes, we have the Chanel's. Yes, particularly nice. I love this side. So yeah, they, I've just got, at the moment, I've just got them in the little pouch. I did have them actually in a Louis Vuitton sunglasses case, but just had them in a little pouch. They will also, again, go in really easily. Now obviously the bag is no longer a lightweight bag, but I've not stuffed it at all. It zips up super easily, and you can see it's not misshapen in any way. There's no wiggly zip. You can see there is a bit more, there's more room in it if I wanted to put more in. So I have not overstuffed that at all. Yes, it's a little weighty now, but I've got a Kindle, an umbrella, a mini pochette, a pair of sunglasses, and a card holder in there. I think that's done pretty well. So that's quite nice. If I am traveling with my Kindle, say I was traveling and didn't want a big travel bag, I could use this because I can put my Kindle in. I do love to read a book. I recently flew to New York, and on the way out there, that's all I did. I just read an entire book, and that was all the entertainment I needed. So for me, I'm quite happy. I would just read for 8 hours straight, because to me, reading a book is a bit like watching a film. I don't like to stop. It's like pausing a film in the middle of it. That's just me. So if I have a book that's like relatively long, then I'm up for a while. So yeah, so that is what she looks like. I'm going to take some of this out because it is quite heavy, and then I will do some mod shots for you. Whilst I'm doing that, let's talk about packaging. So on the website, Louis Vuitton show special, not even Murakami, but special Cerises, so white with cherries, and they show bags and boxes. I think the ribbon was different. I think that was thicker. So there is packaging available. Now, I believe in London, the only shops holding stock are New Bond Street, and I believe they have packaging. And I think you can also get packaging if you order online. Now, I got this by pre-ordering with my CA a couple of weeks ago. So I was able to do that, and I was able to order 2 items, which I did. You'll note I'm only unboxing one, and that is because my second item is not ready. I think my second item will flatter this one significantly. It's a little gift for her. And at the moment, the latest I heard was it's coming in July. We'll see. It's not like I'm desperate for it. It's an accessory. It's an accessory. But to be honest, none of this is not milk and bread. None of this is essential, and none of this is essential to be timely. But we like it to be, and I do think that if you are pre-ordering, then it should be available for launch. You know, Louis Vuitton should be able to manage and organise themselves as such. We all knew this was coming in May. They must have known it was coming in May. They've had plenty of time to organise themselves. But anyway, that's that. That's a position on what happened with packaging for me. So like I say, I'm just saying this from a UK perspective and from a London pre-ordering perspective, not New Bond Street. So yeah, so that's the situation. The main thing is the item. Now let's talk about the cherries themselves. Hold on. So if we look at, for example, just this mini pochette, this Christmas Animations mini pochette that's got some illustration on it. If I show you, you can see it's just kind of like painted on, got the Vivian there. I think this is one of the best designs they did, to be fair. Cherry Blossom, Vivian, the Eiffel Tower, little shopping bags in the car. I think it's fabulous, this design. I'm super happy with it. And it's got pink on it, pink and red as well. So looking at it, you can see, I mean, this is done amazing. I've used this and used this and used this inside other bags. So it's worn really well. But you can see it's just a matte effect, basically a paint on top of the canvas. I'm assuming it's been sealed somehow. If we then look at my pochette accessoire that I got from Drop 2 in the Cherry Blossom. So again, this is not vintage, this is the new release. You can see there as well that it's just, again, matte. You can see the texture of the canvas coming through where you've got the cherry blossoms on there. So very much as everything else has been. If we then look at the cherry, And I'm wondering if this is why this collection was more expensive than even drop 1 and drop 2. If you look, these are quite shiny. They look almost like they're stuck on. They're not. Apparently, these are layers and layers of laser. So we'll see. I'm really hoping they last well. I'm not going to lie, I'm a tiny bit nervous, but that is, try to get to focus, that is what it looks like on this. You can see, even if I go back a little bit, you can see that it's catching the light. You can see how it's shiny there. So that's one thing that I think is something to get used to with this. Just like that, and you can see the cherries, it's stunning. And it's not stunning close up, it's just different. So that's something to adjust to, and I am adjusting to that. You can see them on the bottom there. And you can see how there is no texture of the canvas at all that you can see through these. They're very much 3D. I don't know if you can see the edge. But you can see how this is, oops, you can see how it's raised. You see there where the stalk is, how this is raised. So that's something that's very different. I think you either love it or hate it. I'm adjusting to it. The denim collection is embroidered, and I think that's why that is so expensive. I haven't ordered anything from that, and I also haven't ordered, well, I placed an order this morning for an item which is due in potentially 7 months. We'll see if that arrives or not, but that is something quite different, and that is the white monogram with the cherries on. And that's it. So basically, subject to a multicolour piece coming back into stock, which you probably won't. I'm waiting for my extra accessory to come in that I pre-ordered. My Murakami journey is now done, and I will do another video once I've got, I'm not gonna wait for the final item. Once I've got everything else, so I will do a collection video, and let's just sum up everything that I've got from the 3 drops, and you can see how it wears together. You can see also my thought process. I'll share that with you in terms of all of the items that I got across all 3 drops, because there was thought, there was a plan. You'll note I have an Alma, a Pichet Accessoire and a Speedy. There's no duplication of styles with the bags across those. That was deliberate. So yeah, everything is always planned. I'll do some odd shots and then I will let you lovely people go. Hopefully you can see okay. So here we have her handheld. Yes, obviously I'm not going to walk around like this. Plants, who knows, never say never. So yeah, so handheld, casual, very lightweight, empty obviously. To the crook of the arm, not super easy but perfectly doable. So good if you don't want to have hands and make the vachetta on the handles patina any quicker. I did, like everything else, buy this to use. It's my functionality was a thought for me. I mentioned this makes a long shoulder strap, absolutely, especially on short ass me. There you go. And then crossbody. So yeah, so let me know what you think about this height wise and this length. I think it's okay. I do sometimes prefer a tiny, literally like probably there. So that's where I'd ideally like. That's where we're at. It's fine. It's not out there. It's not super too swingy. That would have bothered me. And it also gives me some leeway if I put on like a really big hoodie or a big thick winter coat. Then I've got a bit of leeway. Or I can just use another strap that I've got that will go perfectly well. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments box. Let me know what you think of the collection as a whole. And I know there's lots of videos out there at the moment, but I'm hoping that you found this useful. And that's it from me. And we're just gonna, I think we're just gonna call her Cherry. We've got Petal and now we have Cherry, and Alma is just called Alma. She's my only Alma. So that's it. That's all of them named. So bye-bye from Cherry. And I will see you very soon. Bye.